Basketball! It's July 25th, 2016, which I've christened Chris Day. You're watching the Friendly Bounce Breakdowns with your host, me, Chris!
My name is Chris Barnwell, and I approve this breakdown. No, of course I haven't watched it. Why would I watch this piece of shit?
Thank you to Chris Cross for the intro.
It's Christmas in July. The holiday of Chris. Ha! We're hitting all the Chris's we can today. Not with actual physical violence, but in the metaphorical sense. Chris analysis, Chris highlights, and Chris interviews. Do you have a favorite Chris? Good. First up is Chris Kamen. He's not the best Chris, but a few nights back, he offered to meet me in a shack that he built himself from sticks and hair.
Hey, this is nasty. Good point.
Oh well, I took this as a memento anyway. The Clippers are still in a summer of nothing. Speculation on Blake being traded to Boston are floating around, but I don't care about that. On the other hand, there's Chris Paul. Let's take a look at a nice, crisp pass from Chris Paul. That was a nice, crisp pass from Chris Paul. Up next, we have Chris Bosch. Time off from basketball gives one a lot of time to think. I was able to sit down with Chris to discuss his favorite animals to be nice to.
And now it's time for a friendly chat.
Chris, thanks for sitting down with me. I'm sorry my girlfriend screamed at you about taking off your shoes.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? When you're dealing with women, just do what they say, and everything will be easiest.
You can say that again. But yeah, we're just here to have a fun interview. Friendly Bounce likes to focus on the fun stuff.
Man, we just want to have a good time.
Yeah, you can say that again. Speaking of fun, you have a very serious medical condition. I imagine that has given you a lot of time to think. As we discussed at the Pizza Hut buffet earlier. I'm sorry. I should have asked. Did you enjoy your lunch?
Well, yeah, I mean, just in hindsight, yeah, there weren't safe conditions. And we really didn't guard Manu very well. You know, sometimes you don't have control over what your body does. You know, I'm just glad everybody got out healthy.
You can say that again. So, Chris, what are your favorite animals to be nice to? Unfortunately, I filmed the wrong chairs. But I have his list right here.
Hermit crabs. Ducks, cows, skunches, caterpillars, dogs, direwolves, ferrets, isopods, hedgehog.
Now, let's take a look at some of the Chris's that didn't make the cut.
Chris Anderson, Chris Webber, Chris Rock, Chris Pat Porzingis, Chris Chenwood.
Well, I'm all Chris'd out. If you want to increase your Chris quotient, follow Friendly Bounce on Twitter, like Friendly Bounce on Facebook, and make FriendlyBounce.com your homepage. To take us home, here's a picture of Chris Copeland's hair, attached to various packets of crisps, while my dad, whose name is Chris, gives an account on his recent trip to Ruth Chris.
We were going to have dinner at Ruth Chris because they had a promotion in July that if you had Chris anywhere in your name, you would get a free filet mignon. My name is Chris, and my daughter's name is Krista, so we each made reservations with our significant others. Then Chris had took a look at the menu and saw that everything besides the free steak was really expensive, so we decided not to go.